was supposed to be South Clevenger Trail. It started as South Clevenger Trail and then I went the wrong way. I don't know how else to transition into this video besides saying, hey, we went on a trail that's not an official trail, and I didn't figure it out till I was at the top of some mountain and I turned on Google Maps and was like, what? We'll come back and talk about it. Okay, so I will have to go back and actually do South Clevenger Trail at some point. But if you are curious about where we ended up, we did do a little over 4 miles, so there's a lot of similarity here between the non-trail we were on and South Clevenger Trail. We did do 4 miles. It was a little bit more elevation. We can see here that Clevenger Canyon Southwest Trail is actually about 1,100 feet elevation, route and back. So the first quarter mile starts the same, and then there's a sign that says like, go straight. And I remember one of those moments, for some reason I read it as like, make a right. And we did, and the whole time it was really beautiful. Lots of wildflowers. This trail is really overgrown. Like there is a path, but it's really overgrown. And when we reached the top, there was a gentleman that came like 2 minutes while we were up there, and he said, oh yeah, I take this trail all the time. I prefer it because it's a little bit higher elevation. So there is somewhat of a trail there, but I was not able to find any information about it. And if we look on Google Maps here, you can see here, it's sort of, there's somewhere around here where it trails off to the right. And when I turn on my maps at the top of the mountain, we were somewhere like over here. And it's also confusing. There are some photos on all trails that I saw on my hike, which means they're not part of the actual South Clevenger Trail. For example, one of them is this rock that has like a smiley face on there. This is not on the, this is well past that quarter mile. So this is a completely different trail. As you can see, there is somewhat of a trail there. It's just not, there's no name for it. At least not on all trails, not on Google Maps. So I will leave you with this. If you're thinking of going, you would park in the same area. You would park on Clevenger Canyon Southwest Trail. There's an actual, like if you even Google map it, there is a parking lot for South Clevenger Trail. It's right before the North Trail. I do want to mention to really look closely at your map as you're hiking, because it looks like one path, but it's actually not. And it's super overgrown, and it looks like trails go in different directions, where as you can see here on all trails, it's easy to kind of get off the path and then get yourself to a point where you're like, oh, this doesn't seem like the right way to go. So I would make sure you download this and open this, and probably the first mile or so, just kind of keep it, like as a zoom into it so you can see sort of where you're supposed to go. With that said, guys, I'll go back and do this one soon. Maybe I can do south and north on the same day. We'll see, depending on the weather. I hope you enjoyed today's video. A bit of a random one, I'll be the first to admit it. But we actually did get some pretty awesome photos, and I would encourage you to check out my website at beautyiswild.com. Under the Adventures tab, the first one you'll see there as of today is the Clevenger Canyon album. Also check out my Instagram at beautyiswild with 2 I's, and the YouTube channel, which hopefully you're on right now while you watch this video. And if you're on the Grand TV, please go to the YouTube channel. Not desperate. www.youtube.com/beautyiswild with 2 I's. Stay tuned for some more hiking videos and some more vlogs as well. See you next week.